so omunshia team wa omomode mo no ese ni ti say Belgium na Belgium for no so no yenim say neno Eden Hazard most likely so started Calvin De Bruyne so no maybe he will start ebema agro no IFA papa ye say Christian yemra game ni mo Belgium against Italy team ben ewram into the semi-finals
wa obi eno an wadi ka aka no sesi aye kasa yi
Pure FM.
the two best teams in Europe in my estimation Belgium and Italy. Yenfa FIFA ranking in Tunchen. By Prempre I say, so pe teams mienu a omwani bo eso ani wo Europa Belgium and Italy. Now game ni very close to call. Very close. Yabo qualifiers to Euro 2020 Nobi. Teams mienu a winning all their 10 games in the qualifiers no Belgium and Italy. 10 games in the qualifier. Belgium winning 10 nina. Italy also winning all those 10 games during the qualifiers. Germany very close to call again is Obi. In those 10 games, you know, Italy share 37 goals, Belgium share 40. So in as much as say winning their respective games, you know. Goals are that two teams, you know, share in those 10 games, you know, are very close to call 37 and then 40. The only difference between doing that qualifiers, you know, now goals conceded, now goals scored. Belgium share 40, you know, Italy share 37. Surprisingly, both teams will be conceded 3 goals in those 10 matches. Belgium conceded 3, Italy conceded 3. Now, winning those 10 games now, omoba the European Championship no, obia lose game again. Yeba Championship yankasa no. Say Belgium, near cat teams winning all their group games no. Yebo Italy din. Belgium so winning all their 3 group games. Was Russia 3-0. Was Denmark 2-1. And then the last game was Finland by 2-1. So even in the European Championship, 3 games in the group stages, no, Belgium winning 7 goals in those 3 matches, conceded 1. So now I can say Belgium acco 14 games are on Lusubie. The same thing in Italy is here. Italy in the last 14 matches, no, they are undefeated. You know, so 2 teams in the form of into this game, no, quite interesting. Again, Obi. The Eban is Italy for also share 7 goals in 3 matches or group stages. Also winning 3 matches in Nina. But the difference between Italy and Belgium in those 3 matches is Belgium conceded 1 goal. Italy in those 3 games at the group stages, Italy unconceded goal. But see, I can say 2 teams, will be about 4 matches. So 4 matches will be about in the European Championship. Obi conceded just 1 goal. So Ebasi yanko attacker, 2 teams will be a share, but defensively no, as a monster performance no, at par. Adaba kwa na me pesa me hwe Italy ni say Obi, omo say England. Omo games ni nyina no mbo no ofie. The last time Italy ebo a game outside Stadio Olimpico no, that was against Austria. I was not that impressed. Meaning say now you impressed her. How many Austria game now call extra time no? Now games ni nyina was Stadio Olimpico.
Yeah.
So for the first time na Italy able a game outside Stadio Olimpico no was the round 16 game na omni Austria boy no. I was not that impressed. When they compare games na no mabo I was Stadio Olimpico no. Now they compare Austria game on boy in there. Be the first time no outside omo comfort zone no. I was not that impressed. Even though say they won by 2-1. And then Obi mean say when Andy Casano o can be Chiellini and Bonucci. Sa pandership no oma ya adwuma bo omo timi ya adwuma omo consider goals, but the toughest text omo share in those 14 games now omo ba na as obi antimi nwuram obi antimi show omo no and then omo share the toughest opponent. Na me hwe 2 central defenders no omo ages onum say Bonucci and Chiellini Obi omo ages mo a omo 70 years 36 34 70 years. So even though they are playing so well, but I have not seen me who say teams have not pushed them to the wall. And against Belgium, more enough quality compared to previous teams now. Italy no mabono. I think the Belgium will push them. Adebako amese when he said Italy are 31 games are on Lusubi. So they are coming to this game one. Almost so much confidence coming to this game. Surprisingly, and now someone air to Belgium, they say they are not coming to play a game one. They will need their best players because Belgium so no share their toughest opponent. So two teams in Nano comes into this game one almost share their respective toughest opponent or they compare the previous games now. It's the Ubo game. Now Usia opponent or tough there. You need your best players there on by available. Etene and Napanami Redia making Kayamuse Hazard Mobi. Kevin De Bruyne is suspect when Timmy Bobino. It's a game one. Say Belgium make a resource. They will need Kevin De Bruyne in this game. Now, Adebaku Eboa Belgium. They say even though say they are not scoring, they are scoring their win. You know, against Italy, Belgium. The last 34 games at Belgium abono Obi they score in almost every match. That's why and now me share Italy for defense. You know, now me hear quite hame. Say if there's a team maybe team push you more Belgium. Because Belgium 34 games on my body nano anya shekra no omo the ball twatna. In those 34 games, you know, omo win emu 27. So their team one they score a lot of goals. So the Italian defense now yaka omo sem say omo so much good say born team to matna no and they are going to meet their meter. Now in Lukaku will test them.
Yes.
Strength, pace and power.
Of course.
I never call Lukaku me assure say Italy for both teams be but the toughest customer they are going to meet, you know, and then will be a branch of Lukaku. Who's a team being a golden generation? Belgium for a golden generation. I dear Bayama when he said Belgium for going the rich better no one to be fine. Now they have so much experience in their squad. On them say almost squad on what they are buying to this European Championship. No, Obi, 5 of those players now are starting. Or more than 100 caps. There is no team in this European Championship or bear 5 players. So 5 players, you know, will be more than 100 caps in the almost starting 11. So in terms of experience at Belgium, they have so much experience coming into this game. Again, on them say the last Euros, the last European Championship in 2016, players are able to championship, you know, Obi. 15 of them about the last Euros. So they have experience. In fact, here World Cup the last World Cup 2018 World Cup boy. You know. Players are able the European Championship, you know. Obi, 18 of them played the last World Cup. So in terms of experience there, they have so much experience. By Italy for no Dibia, Obi, I said they are more like rejuvenated. Anything they touch turns into gold at this moment. Now Italy for any Belgium. The last time I mentioned Belgium and Italy, no, 22 games. Now me check the last meeting between the two teams. Obi, the last 22 meetings, no, Belgium are winning just 4. Team Bia, share team Bakubia, as a non team channel. Upe team Bakua, Belgium and team Omokrana Italy. Set 22 meetings in Omoshiano. The last 22 meetings, no, Belgium are winning just 2. And Omolusu Maku 14. So Belgium a team one, Italy Tasano. And they come into this game one, Obia form ye. But Bakua are working against Belgium, they say. Most of their key players, you know, either say Omunye fully fit and I say Omunye out. Now the Italians coming to this game one, they have all the arsenals. Play Bia Italy will be here to prosecute this agenda. No, they have them. But Belgium coming to this game one, they will need their best players. Hazard empty more. So even Kevin De Bruyne will play right now. He will not play at his optimum best because Onye fully fit. So it's a Belgium any player Bia and a team Bia, they will need all their best players to win. It's against the Italians. But unfortunately, most of their best players now, they will need to prosecute this agenda. No, injured and some suspect or okay. Now the Italians are spoiled for choices. On them say even Matteo Pessina on started, Basoba no abeshego, Manolo Catelli, Sophie Benchiba no abeshego. We are talking about the Italian team one. Even former Nico Barrera Bontino, Abrante Feno, Marco Verratti that doesn't even start. Now we are talking about Marco Verratti. Marco Verratti osia kama PSG. Marco Verratti at the point in time, Basa Nibri amope Marco Verratti because of Abrante Feno, Nico Barrera for Montino, Abrante Feno, Verratti in stati. So in terms of air choices there, the Italians are spoiled for choices. If it's a prayer or T-bench Eba, no best Obestratia, you don't see much of a difference. The attack there, Obi, they score for fun. Let me check it. Only say in 90 minutes, Italy phone lose game.
Wow.
90 minutes football. No, the last 12 games are Italy about in 90 minutes. No, Obi, they've won all those 12 games in 90 minutes. In those 90 minutes, almost 34 goals are born to net. The last goal I'm considering now after 90 minutes extra time.
Okay.
So in respect to 90 minutes per day, some ball Italy net, yeah, they're very, very difficult. But I'm about enter net, in those 12 times now, born to net, they scored 34 goals.
Okay.
And Tima, untimi no. Player bet me be the first moment power was Kevin De Bruyne. So if Belgium will be able to win this game, they will need Kevin De Bruyne say at his best. If Kevin De Bruyne and Toga has a demo be able to play at their optimum best there, they may have a chance against the Italians. But if you ask me, Belgium versus Italy at this present moment, current form, any injury situation, Bibia Kabumwa, Obi, I'm going for the Italian win.
Italian win?
Yes.
Okay, score.
Maybe a 1-0 win for Italy.
1-0?
Yeah, 1-0 win for Italy because I'm the first. I just say Belgium beating Boa to them. Say Belgium team fan to them.
Chiellini ni Bonucci.
Yes, but I'm so say
Spinazzola nomine boys.
They will do a good job. Madikaka said the Italians will be pushed. The first time they will push their limit, against Belgium. More team or quality than this Belgium side.
Okay.
But the quality in engine after the Belgium side in team, I think they will still keep a clean sheet.
But in spite of the injuries, no more Dres Mertens, or more Axel Witsel, or more Yuri Telema, or more players, or more so Benteke, Jeremy Dokuni, Mishi Bashuyai, no
on the players now or more injury, available. This place will not start.
Yes.
So comparatively in quality, will not be the same.
Okay.
So Dres Mertens will not be there. But say Kevin De Bruyne available. Replacing Kevin De Bruyne is almost very difficult, if not impossible.
Okay.
Say Lukaku no be bobo.
Yeah.
But when Lukaku is not available, player no one will not give you that quality Lukaku de Bema.
Okay.
It's a no say they have quality players on bench abano who come and play. But some players on very placing the injured players, the quality matching, they are not up, they are not at par.
Okay, Switzerland, Spain. I'm sure say the brain now or GDA say Spain. Send your mu enya. I'm say almost 10 goals, 5 against Croatia and all of that. Almost form the year and it's against Switzerland. They have a very good chance.
Yes, Spain for no very good chance, but some underrated Switzerland about how many.
Okay,
we are talking about the team one. The defending world champion film. Team one, France, by into this European Championship. Near see team one, favorite, France. France come into this European Championship as World Cup champion. So France by with a lot of pedigree. Team better free Switzerland. So only Switzerland at this stage, you do not underrate them.
Okay.
Again, Switzerland were only underdogs. There's no two ways. Even against France, Obi they were underdogs. I never come and or more team say. Now they were playing against France. At a point in time, they were 3-1 down, but they never give up. It's a team one, no matter the scores, because they have nothing to lose. So no Obia or one nothing to lose. Fighting for something and be very careful. Because on the as for the form that do that from beyond Swabias here. And now I can say game name Mokakobono. Any Spain. Obia expect Spain be winning. So on the Omuluswa and then news. If they're able to beat Spain now, that will be the biggest news in this championship so far. They have nothing to lose. So when it's that team at a point in time or 3-1 down to France, but they never gave up and kept pushing France free. They have so much to prove.
Okay.
Haris Seferovic and Gavranovic are amazing players. But Obia will play a team there. Spain for so much quality and so much upper hand on this Swiss team. The last 22 meetings between the two teams, Switzerland are winning just 1 pen.
Okay.
Spain for in fact, in those 22 meetings, Spain are winning 16.
Okay.
And about Copen Malusu. Spain for
so much is now Alvaro Morata. I say he's coming up against goalkeeper Jan Sommer. Very good goalkeeper.
Yes, a very, very good goalkeeper. But Switzerland for also by in almost or more respective form.
Yeah.
The last 10 games they've lost only one. Obi say if they're able to beat Spain, biggest achievement in a major European championship. Switzerland more semi-finals of any major European championship, any major championship be the World Cup another European Championship. Almost semi final that.
And she scored the
goal. Mekai say 1934 ball quarterfinals of the World Cup. 1938 quarterfinals of the World Cup and 1954 quarterfinals of the World Cup. It's any major tournament biano baby dra quarterfinals. If they're able to beat Spain, no do semi-finals, it will be their biggest achievement as a nation.
Okay.
Now, how will they do it? Jerry Almighty says Switzerland. Now, all do semi-final of a major championship, no, where you France, no say Spain free. Okay. That will be a major achievement for the Swiss. But Spain for no Obi. We know you are doing so much strategy. On the first 2 games, I'm so many Sweden ball 0-0, and on many Poland and so draw ye. But on the last 2 games, you know, they've turned on the heat. And they've scored 10 goals in the last 2 matches. So even though some man started in Spain team a World Cup abra one started or World Cup the first game they lost to this same Switzerland team. Sebekaya 2010 World Cup no. Omo first game team Ben say omo in the 2010 World Cup no. But omo lose omo first game ni no. They came back stronger and won the World Cup.
So who is going to
even though some man started Obi Spain for me just so meet me this tournament omo team nje. But they ba ko ekro say anytime be a Spain ever go beyond quarterfinals of the European Championship, they go ahead and win it.
Okay.
Oma win miensa.
Okay.
But oma bo quarterfinals kwa mako nwotwe. Emu lusu ye miensa no if they are able to go beyond the quarterfinals now, Spain win the European Championship.
So who is qualifying?
Spain.
Okay.
But omu win we are. Omu next
so they game after game. We knew where we are now.
And me Seferovic. And Brelen Bolu sao player.
Yeah.
And then Zidane Shaqiri.
Okay.
I think they are going to push Spain for no.
Okay.
But Spain has enough quality to win this game.
Very well. Christian Adu saying one thing in Canada. So that Kessian Koma trade wins chemist. Omode for pain tablets number. Ewo paracetamol kakra. Ewo aspirin kakra. Ewo caffeine kakra. Se honam ya oya ti pae how wechi ya oya or feverish conditions. Send ya weather next year no. Ya now what deal kaya what real. I say oh I want feverish conditions no for pain. Any draw was open a free trade wins chemist so almost also did for the pain syrup so aba and also nkwala any infants nkwala kiti say 8 months 9 months to the ages of 10 11 for pain syrup no so eboa ama tiare ne honam yaw nyina no and so etumi akode de for pain nim say omode anka flavor kakra wo minti nkwala no omo no ye omode na che say omo bo omanum to isanse edro no the papa ye almost also the trouser aba ni nyina no diwema ebusua ni nyina ye nchemfa isanse dro eboa ma pinworm whipworm large roundworm any hookworm nyina no omo etumi ayira free ye honam nim enti trouser so ye dro ba ko a diwema kese a Ghana for no papa ye Riddles cough syrup and so nkwala no ene ye nuanom nketua junior boys omo SHS ni JHS ani empanyufo nyina no and so eboa no so obowa award deal wenya kata huni mu nyina asi and so ebetumi aboa ene Riddles cough syrup and so betumi aboa into wo call chemical shop na any leading pharmacy ewo mamu ha obetumi anya bia na obekwa ija industrial area eben CCC na what to be eso aton ehon sem kakra eso eno no Betika the home of champions na ekwan Betika so the Ghana for fast no eyade so ani papa ye echesa akonya ne dos obetumi wini nyoma bebre na Betika for crowd the Euro 2020 essence Spain and Switzerland airborne Belgium ni Italy airborne sikane out the so no eso papa ye omudi bibia friend super fala jackpot number and so de bia 10,000 Ghana cedis na 10,000 Ghana cedis na man for the cash out home live bet home free bet home ye ka Betika chese more sika more money chese omoso adwumadie no eso ani papa ye obetumi assign up betika.com.gh and obetumi akọ Android app nim or Android store nim no download the app no na chese also omodemo no na sikasem no bibia no etumi akọ nim na matches na ohwe no na udidi ho ye ka Betika say the home of champions Betika the home of champions pacho onimfie dun wotwe enyade a wose odo ho eje sa nyoma we mu ehun sem eno no yenko Tabia Company Limited so say omo de draw won waso bia by friend Zenke the Tabia Zenke hair herbal mixture no so boa e boost immune system no awaba say no chese yare na dose coronavirus kwa no oda so hihye ho a chese viruses ne bacteria ne nia no tabia zenke na eboa ama saa yare we nyina no atumi afiri mu se wodidi na chese wontumi ni di ye aduane no ye de besi ho chese efe ede nso unua no mu didi omo team fifre no na oti obo chese bottle wontumi ni di o chese otumi do perfume go ho so nte udidi kura unya taste ni nia no nya de pa tabia zenke na eboa ama ho atumi atɔ we yesrɛ mo sa onyim ana o ya kola na onimfie dumienu ekɔ nanimu a mepacho aduro we ne de zenke we no de mpanyimfo ene omo mfafuro omo edi akɔ herbal shop bia wo Ghana ha bia na eno so onsa ebetumi akabi na oso omodemo no etumi akɔ nanim. Okay, yenkɔ Dr. Kofi Amponsah ye ono na ye NC chairman of the nsem kakraba osinya mianim nukure ne Ghana Premier League no omo ha league no eye referees omo modemo no e form.
The negatives surrounding the game, like bad refereeing because the referee is not paid well. You want somebody who lives in Tamale to go and officiate a match in Second D. You are not giving him transportation money. You are not even giving him his hotel money. He goes to honor his responsibilities. It takes 6 months for him to be reimbursed. You begin to see that there is no seriousness to the whole enterprise. And therefore have a situation where the referee, because he doesn't have the money, maybe is hosted by the club. And it will even have stories. It got to a point where the clubs would not only feed them, would not only give them a hotel room, but will give them a woman.
Dr. Kofi Amponsah NC Nkano NC chairman ninsa wose na say muno senior referees Ghana Football Association ni omudi ne die ha dwen na referee ono ankasa de ne ka sika atukwan akoba bi Tamale tukumase oba ya baby obeda ono na atuaka nti oba no afre football clubs no maba o na nyese omo musika nko a eya no de ma no so ata ho na referee anya very good sleep na obetumi watumi edi matches no etumi aboa clubs no nti Dr. Kofi Amponsah ninsemo a ono so ede aba eno no na obi anim so man no so boaboa no na the All Africa Games 2023 eno so yetumi hosti na abind the abase omo yesa nko mu si 50,000 seater capacity Olympic Stadium. Minister of Youth and Sports say there be Saudi any de enya dia ye betumi asi na wan hwa senia nyoma ni si iko no we de report eba wan hwa senia nyoma si iko no na Ghana All Africa Games ye pese host no na mo je sa dwumade no afie se mientia minister de entia 50,000 seater capacity Olympic Stadium no entumi emaso.
The plan adopted was to construct an Olympic Stadium complex at Botin. The stadium complex, which was planned to be built on 100 acres of land comprised of a 50,000 seater stadium capacity. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, this plan could not materialize due to the onset of COVID-19. Indeed, COVID-19 delayed the start of the procurement process for the construction of these required facilities for the game. Due to time constraints, various options were again reviewed, including some that has been previously considered and discarded. Analysis of development, new development versus refurbishment of existing facility was studied in greater depth. Some of the facilities for the refurbishment review include the Accra Sports Stadium, the Baba Yara Sports Stadium in Kumasi, Temple Sports Stadium, the Winneba College, and Legon Stadium.
Pure FM.
The Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports, Mustafa Yusuf, Ninsamo, the two Parliament and Nimenra, so and Nra, ya baby, Jumadian, the two year for Swanim, Sir Kim Faisal Emranti and I, or Magins or Munye training. Nyamia Daroma, Rianimuno, Omukoya training or Pajo, I walk here in University campus. Now, Branch a friend of Kojo Frimpong, or no Kim Faisal for strike or said, Yomuyan at 3 points in kind, so I cannot pay HS Alaji Karim Gruze, Chescanina. Now, the Wakacha the Mranti and say, what Kana wetiano sanyame bua na memene da oma nya results a bua mbebu omo no enya agro timranten so Eyawe Kojo Frimpong Ninsem nie.
Going to this game, against Kotoko, I receive although that Kotoko or Pelejaji into a points we obey me and it has a compete. So points we yes, near the survival league into Biania bring to go into this game. I am Shibiano, Obian Subia in the same place. Ya nearbo, oh yeah, nearby home. Into Shibiano, yes, Kotoko soon straight into that young watching. Bia Bishop Case or Park. Into Shibiano, ye probably have points a chance now to go for here points no until me say nyamo point ya sin ko de inshallah nyambo china no e be free obosi aba kumasi
Kojo Frimpong striker Emma King Faisal na Alhaji Karim Gruza chese wetua sika ni nyina ma mrante no enkra isaka chese Kumasi Asante Court management so no omo eka outstanding bonuses a wo ho nyina no omo so etua ama mrante na omo modemo no omo hwe ni mu se betumi akora ni against King Faisal yenro mo heart of Casio Vincent so odote board member Mbakuo no osinu kuranie coach Samuel Bwadu the best tactician for Heart of Oak.
Well, I think once we are building capacity and we want to make sure that we build a very winsome team, you have to make sure you look out for the best technical brain, and that's why we went for him. The results and the statistics show that I think he's done a good job. So we are not being carried away. We are going to take a game at a time, and we'll continue to build our team. Still 3 matches to play, 9 points at stake. We are leading with just 3 points, so we're going to take a game at a time, and then we'll see what happens.
Vincent so odote board member ma kra to work on so nsem eno no yenram draft so aswe na coach Kuku does so diaba say den ya benya win over Accra Hearts of Oak.
Hearts of Oak are yearning to win the league title. Ebusio drafts, they are going into relegation. There's a lot at stake, and we cannot afford to lose this game. And we are trying to come up from a relegation zone. And that is why I've been appointed the coach of draft with 5 matches to go. So I will have to make sure that yes, we don't go to relegation. So if you don't want to go to relegation, you must win your matches. And to avoid that, I've been following their playing. Yes, I watch their matches, so I know how they play. Definitely, them not any team that fit now. And when you in terms of motivation and other things. But we are fighting to get out of the relegation. So this match, yes, very important to us. Likewise, Hearts. What you like? We are going in for the kill, yes, and we'll see what will happen.
Pure FM.
Coach Kuku Daze Nensem eso enono na yenram ewo Phar Rangers aso enkran sa kan chese omo de omapiu ne ko na omo esan so ede kan ho se omo pese mpanyimfo twentwen so kakra the brony friend stay of execution and san omo ti apiu ni nyina via the also ye bia no omo eso etumi anti ho nsem kakra eno no Lawson Herbal Center daro mo the Lord Care na law care mixture about gonorrhea, syphilis, infertility, bilharzia, waist pains chese ma mo chese mo pesa mo nyas mo yes secondary na tertiary virgins ni na no law care mixture and Dr. Lawson na share Lawson Herbal Center ede aba delay man capsule so men vitality especially sexual weakness, low sperm count, prostate problems, any waist pains, no, and also delay man capsules. Lawson Herbal Mixture, hunam yariano, say malaria, or say menstrual pains, or say cocoa, say fibroid, or say mojano clouds, and clouds, just say mojano, no one can say to me, no, baby, nano so Lawson Herbal Mixture, and a bit to me abuau. Now pay in Roy, I feel Lawson Herbal Clinic. I say ya call Green Light Pharmacy. Ubetumi bi ho Medcourt Pharmacy. Ubenya bi ho Sister Mercy of Fear Presunyane. Ubenya bi ho or Pond Chemical. Ubenya bi ho Homestar. Ubenya bi ho di Asempa. And also ewo Chira. Ubenya bi ho Mosaic Pharmacy. Ubenya bi ho Wafatai of Fear. Ubenya bi ho Cap Herbal. Ubenya bi ho Capital O2 and a Capital 2. Ubenya bi ho na Dusa Herbal. Any Jazzy Pharmacy nyina Ubenya Lawson Ninroy Lord Care Mixture Delay Man Capsules Lawson Herbal Mixture nyinano obetumi nya bi o numbers near 020-267-5778 and 0242-133-577 Lawson Herbal Center Lawson Herbal Clinic, the leading herbal shop in the country. Almost so ensem kakra. I don't know. Now, in anopay, yensaka Apostle Abel. Obeka yensa chese enra sanya Kumasi Asante Kotoko CEO ne club your friend Phar Rangers honsam no buy no na opanyin no monitor show no na osi ono so wonsem kakra efa Phar Rangers any the FA and the Ghana Football Association disciplinary committee no omo ensem any nsem a ekoso ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko opanyin ye mo akwaba eba edwumadie so
meje so kwa
na bibia boko the apostle
Yankopo adum ne mobro hunti bibia ye boko.
Fantastic. Na enra ye dwumadie ye kyerkyerem ma Ghana 40 omo ho ase senia mra ne sitie ne ho ensem senia ban ne suspensions ne ho nsem nyina no 5 years ne ho nsem nyina no esitie na no pay aba se Phar Rangers for the appeal ne ko oma sans so apply for stay of execution enti ne nyina ye hwe the display appeals committee no ebetumi aka fa sansem we hu na em say ensem no na how kakra na ose opesa wo nchechemu kakra ne afutuo kakra obewo ema Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporters na no pay yetiwo
anopay yechia Pure FM etiefo nyina yechia Pure FM etiefo nyina yetia ne se yehwe ball yedi ball echi na enema bi wona ehyaase na ekoso a ewo se wohwe ball na odi ball achi a wo hununu bi a odeba na wa adwenkyere bi a fi se ball no adwene ntoato a na nimdie ni hununu so eni obakofo trim Phar Rangers ni FA disciplinary committee asem no obi oba monitor division 1 league ni bia hu se this year enye good year ma Phar Rangers enya bad results. Some of them omankasa one performance. Some of them so ye adia utimu se clear orchestration and ase bibina ekoso. Ewo mu no Phar Rangers no enye nana yo Amponsah ene Phar Rangers. Nana Amponsah ni nipakuo bi ene Phar Rangers. Nana Amponsah wa free Phar Rangers aba Asante Kotoko. O free as Phar Rangers no aba Asante Kotoko no o ma wiase nya hu se team na nka me candifo na me na metenetene nyoma se se di annam dwumade kese a odonfo hu me mobo a me nsa kanti me de sai dwuma we yato me koye sai dwumade wi ena o mobo league no ene me koso Phar Rangers ti asese me ni una edi agro na ye di no patafo na wo so pata ensema wo ekon no mu no wakogina baabi meso me ka mini buafo obia emse Nicky Charles kura so asanka the same ade ene wo ma no mo say o ma jai league no o ma good team ne kura o mu good team no Phar Rangers no esenkuba time friend Galka ase Galka no na yo ba time ono na boa Ghana Football Association ema odi football no agudie no ekoso se Galka eni ho a GFA ntimi nya adwuma ejabasa no Galka no tu anamon se me manemo me eja ma me nchen ene ma nya adwen imbata ho bia na mate de ma yeni de ma yeni ma anya ni ye monko na monko se samo adwen Galka ka asem che Phar Rangers na vice president of Ghana Football Association so onu so take step a onu so pese sa intawantawa no efi ho Galka GFA Phar Rangers womanya anobabai Phar Rangers atwa ba say I bibi na see na me say me mobo ni biu that time na ye bobo no odi krata ne ba any time osesa na no mo ya ni agro bia ya nka say ya fre bo bi na Phar Rangers in Fatim mra and one Fatim amba that week ni ya mo midweek bia entinka Galka any FA vice president abam na command Phar Rangers aye adwuma no de enka mimi susu say enka was enka disciplinary committee no odi anidie any obuoma Galka na face so the vice president nso anam ntu no 2 year no en komo be but amanesa eno achi no de ehu en say omo de say Nana Amponsah nye president biu but say they say do ye shareholder e hona as a supporter of Asante Kotoko no and a sympathizer of football no ma dwen ye me na akakra and say obi Nana Amponsah. Daben Oba limelight to football more Ghana. If somebody knows Nana Amponsah, when Nana Amponsah a football agent, and I'm patron yes I need.
Or intermediary.
Intermediary. Sorry, intermediary.
Yeah.
Man Nana Amponsah by Nana Amponsah ne mentor no wine football. Nana Amponsah wine a son and sase ne godfather near or introducing wo football nim. Ono kanka kasa and ode Phar Rangers san unya expertise no. Ana opim so nana me soro nana me bom mu kasa ana opim so ene ne mpanifo ho e man ndia sa nana Amponsah meye adwuma no nana Amponsah ba kwabna nana Amponsah onye nyankopon nana Amponsah oye nipa anse no obedi kotoko CEO no oye nipa eto obedi kotoko CEO no oye nipa enye ne man nana Amponsah ye nyina ene ye eso efri bra ye born nana Amponsah din sa obeye adwuma no enema efa ho baaye kasa e ba ho ichinuase e baaye no obi ampo dwene se na na Amponsah omma bio e o ma no mobrohu ni sa to no so bio no baaye na na Amponsah baaye no enema bebre na akoso yetimi ko board meeting na yekupese ko vote se yempam no na asesa oban kanka na mahu se nkofo bi wa Asante Kotokom ene Ghana football mo a woma yom trimu pose woman say han bi be pie boy no so da achi bi nti no saudi na yenye saudi we na yen fan sindi kwan kra ade e be ma na nije ade e be ma na nyina so ade e be ma na ni da so ene ne kanko ya tumi aye adwuma no yen yin firi okra anu na e hamadwe ho ade e koso yi e nipa bi na wuwo wom amanyofo wom
disciplinary committee decision no
amanyofo wom former players
of team bay.
Oh, of Asante Kotoko, of course.
Omuka disciplinary committee.
And your disciplinary committee when Omuka who be ne mubu team no. And you go up there me can say Nana Amponsah. I didn't know no.
Former players bay now.
Oh, one will say one from them. And I said we meet me more be didn't say A and B and C. Now so many more
former players.
Yes.
Omajuma then pa no more.
Oh, so a B are starting to 2 teams. A B so starting 10 players.
In Chomuna share discipline committee.
Oh,
really nechi.
Na kwabne. Calculate 5 years no. 5 years na mra no ma twa me first term awie. Na ma wura me second term ni mu. Ubaba no locus wen. Unya ni jebio 5 years in bedu no se football no Phar Rangers no kra e ndua kra se na pro se bita flache
na krata na Phar Rangers troko ma afi no omsi kuo no magu no ekuo no omonto aso bio nti eno no se eno emfa eno no se Phar Rangers for na afom na mra na di omo
kwabra fom no ho na me ka che o se efom na ho no any 1 week na aso so o cho letter no ni em mobo bia meme argument no and anka vice president in the Gaka for bem no na wo sanka adwobrelba na na be fa akoto sanye ma bebre na akoso this season na na omobo kumase ana the team na tukwan sa one ne mpani for board mpani for any technical team o ma tukwan sa obi anje ndida sa Asante Kotoko betima be do this level Kotoko hu you are a Kotoko supporter or maybe you might be a sympathizer de Kotoko netie ena nkaka sa enimdifo akokrofo asikafo ahemfo atichefo nya be didom nanu nanso aniswade hu na Amponsah kuta ni nti na me ehame no aniswade hu no kuta no a opeso ode ye Kotoko no ena ham na Amponsah onfa sika bia mewura Kotoko Kotoko skeleton na esi wona na Amponsah de enema fomfam ho no openti no de flags na person ebobo ho ena dina nkasa e market team no. And one who say a threat.
Omuhu Nana was a threat.
It's asset.
Wamo.
Oh, nya football people. Asamne ba nya me nkwa. Kujo Fiani so disappointed. Georgia Free so disappointed. These people are 1 million people in Ghana and association football. Nana Amponsah and Ket, yes, Okreku, they have the same pattern. But their destinies are not the same. It might be saying no, Nana Amponsah corporate. Maybe Nana Amponsah in his heart, he is satisfied with Kotoko's job. Has Nana Amponsah, after accepting Kotoko's job as a CEO, come out boldly to say so about contest the future elections? But what is that?
That we maintain, sir.
Not for the baby.
And to say future elections in Tina, the cost
absolutely. Absolutely. Ma follow Kotoko games. Kotoko asego ya disallow. Pinche aba. Ligi baby Kotoko kwani Karela na omo ya dede buy. Omo bobo dede buy. But ye who obi a oye association no secretary, general secretary say Kotoko headache man. Because of who? Say Pure FM you headache man a morning host, another sports host na dey oye no. Ana atete me. Enti me madua me kan say Mr. GFA president, on the vice president, and the executive committee members in Ghana enjoy Ghana your tensions will baby bring back the love and agenda no de buy na ye di actually ye person tension in the conform. Baby akotoko what say no league no e wo misa akotoko heart atimu abiti and 3 points. But nobody knows tomorrow. Kotoko opportunity. So as soon as do have Super. If Kotoko will lose the league crown, they must lose it honorably. And yes, sir, you're distracted. You're my own more matches now, Kano. You're better than me. I frustrate you.
You think Nanaya is being frustrated?
Exactly. By the system. That is my mind. Maybe somebody will have his or her own opinion. Yes, sir.
Who's that? Matiwa. Enra namino eshe similar position.
Yeah.
Say Phar Rangers trailer ten buy.
Yes, sir.
If people were not so quick to punish Phar Rangers and can let anybody to baby, let's call them and listen to them and address their concerns. But Amanisa, people were so quick say, okay, let's deal with them. But we are say, ade ba kwedi na we are say paaye ahweyi. Minyawa meyo. Openisa no adura ne mahweyi. So the Phar Rangers in the first place allowed themselves to be treated this way. The FNO did not act in a vacuum. Phar Rangers gave them something to act on. So even plus a time no and they were looking to get you out. You gave them something to act on.
That is why, as a seasoned analyst, my opinion comes to bear. Say, no matter what has happened, even when they made that mistake, there were people they help you to run the organization. They wanted to solve that problem. GFA president, vice president, executive committee members, obia o matter most to Ghana football mono. So I say we obey. Mama yenhwani en solve no once and for all.
My major concern here, you think Nanaya is a target. Me who baby a target no free. So I'm on a target no. Denti no more target no. Mami reasons why you think Nanaya is a target for anyone.
Fine.
Ne challenges are all facing.
Fine. But you say who follow Nanaya? A bro copy GFA president no. Ne blueprint no they call for presidency no.
Yeah.
So who can kind
no copy crowd.
God bless you. Say who say ready Nanaya bro be take Kotoko ejuma no. Ne blueprint or the bass obey. But so I can kind. The Nanaya kan ye na o kan so be Kotoko CEO na o pesa o ye no. But one who say o ye ho adwuma na onye ho adwuma.
Nkakra obuso.
Very well. Enti saa ade ya o yi. Na adwuma kakra wa yi. So we nipa na wo ye obi a wo tenchen. Now who said the whole Ghana, the biggest club in Ghana. This such a young man. If you call addressing as an alien or your whole one would Kotoko him.
Oh, alien.
Yes. Yes. I'm not speaking lies. I'm telling you the truth. The Americans say we are young. We want to grow together. You say Manchester United, chief executive here, now say Super League won some Woodward. Only team nani. She had a succession plan. Her Ferguson free and yet try and yet after this social buy no. So say nya cry so on try we said that be Kotoko baby I drew no. Ya yet errors bebree. Nyame adom. Nanaya only mistakes. Me Muhammad kase Nanaya I so above on to me nya bibi boni. But the SC say no. My tiny impie. Ebinim Nanaya issues. Ewo contract bi ho. Ebinim Nanaya issues. And I'm a send a waka. Ebinim Nanaya issues. Because almost who free him, why not a table, football no be mudabain. Only come for. But you see, gradually Nanaya who football nim asante Kotoko mu kra no ne hu nyame adom ne hu jimu kakra It is our one China on any contest. Now soon him say near 3 years. And on no bet me agent home and was prepare no abisia. Then I'll be. But when you say no na can be visa. The make nyina say wo kotoko ho adwempa. Wo kotoko ho nsusu pa. Wo Ghana football ho adwene pa. Wo Ghana football ho nsusu pa. Moma enfa no kredie pepepe ye enye adwuma. Wafom ye no wotu ho anamo. Na nke ye ho adwuma bebre. E ma ne ye ma ne ndru this level. E ma ne nkoye se de ni pe ka no sa na tie. The person me can say cat. We are the same category like Nanaya. Pacha what I say. Nanaya shall say from be cornerstones ko echire ko ye ba ku mienu yensa e the Phar Rangers betena hwa wantimi an qualify enena asanteman adaroma omo hu no mobo omo de na pie omo de na pie no ne mileage ne so kotoko so enye onu na ama ne ho so eye kuo no na epeja no ana ono so bra ne ho asese kuo ne de ne beko enti sa so pesa wo kosoro na wo din shata de wo sa wo ye no wo so ye ni obia minji ndi se ket wo personal problem with Nanaya omo mienu nyina omo managers no omo advice omo ye hear unnecessary tension
tension system
papa and it's a plan to frustrate Kotoko
not to frustrate Kotoko.
Yes, not to get any trophy.
Now so we have Phar Rangers and Kotoko.
The man involved is the CEO, the trailblazer of Asante Kotoko. He's the one the elders and the people involved have delegated him to run the show.
So who is frustrating him?
It's the system.
Who is the system?
The system is Ghana Football Association.
Ball players, who's a former players?
They are there.
Former players, man.
They know themselves.
What are they doing?
They want to milk Kotoko. There are some people they don't want to do anything. They always want to benefit from Kotoko, and they think that Kotoko is their birthright. Oh, yeah, you see, I don't can't say my own wajuma, but you inclined over Faso.
A quina no more than
but any juma,
quining yajuma,
and yajuma da. Because the ombe piano, and you know, swabeba. And I'm leaving with them with Lamentations chapter 3, verse number 36. That's it. The Bible said to subvert a man, the Lord approve it not.
It used to say be more subvert.
Sauti away what you mean. Send me bomb timpo if you na me bunchre, papa bunchre sa wo, wajuma mono mesa wa nyame on peneso.
No correct.
Ade koso Ghana say.
Enti be more bunchre say na
I am highly impressed. That is his office. That is his calling. And I must be happy for him. Nobody is a leader. Kotoko ni nya kono no se binu ama.
Na kotoko nya kono.
First na again is gamma hono. Say no better high sense 100,000 Ghana. Into omo say kwaso the team na chinchina wa baba bayara. Into say ni the afi na fish ni be chinam. Into me nyini nsinchen.
Na omonye dey.
No mo fatim no omonye.
Hwamu.
Enye the system na me ka che na.
System no mo.
Omo na eye adwuma no.
Why mo ne system?
Oni mo omo. Obi we seasoned journalist. Unim de ekoso. Enti mesra bebre. Kwabna. Kotoko muno minji ni sana na obeye Kotoko wakase tiapani bi da. Kotoko legend bi da. There be. But Kotoko legends ne Kotoko former players ne former administrators. Omi na good na young. Also nya so no tie no sua de no konanim. It is said no second or the team na chinchinia. Say FA Cup no probability say you use in chair. Betimi agene wo ana omuntimi ngene wo ana league no betimi agene wo ana omuntimi ngene so baba ya na ye home get process esen okobo link la omko bobo na omunjini ska
enti Kotoko ba fie next season no na
enti once guru should be a plan wo omo ho a ebinumu jeje nyuma ebinumu ye ne omo bebre ebinu fi diaspora beba
omo free diaspora
yes omo free amanoni nyina eba
ye den
na wona wo bo Kotoko ne hasna ministers who cause small boy me munanimtia abrante wa ni hwedudu awadi omampani dada omampani wey enina pay homage to the boy. They are afraid of the glory.
Wow.
But they should just help the boy to come to stardom. That is what I'm trying to say.
Now how many free man on
beba I don't want us to go back, but who can cancel is super Omo sorry tia no osoro e ban fifi afa ba fom. I'm asking you a question. Kotoko omo youth team.
That be youth team
na so say youth coach ni Nana Amponsah nya problem me boa.
Say no kwa himfie.
E na me che say I see. Na oya adwuma wa hin. Team na wa hin.
Youth team ni de agu.
Nti saasem na omo ka ho asem ni kra na e wa hin. On say saasem bi si a uyo obi a Nyankopon ma hununu ni ntiase na uyo obi a utie nkofo nsem a won okeka fua otimi saasem ya masai kai bitwa bi kan de masai kan ho a ebetimi de makomanim. Na on de na na akwa himfie se nkan koyede nya nim guase na omo pe no. Nim guase na nka wa step aside so ti wa abodua ena anko ye si wa abodua eye abufu na ba na
I see duabo no anka step aside da no
na nya bi na se nkofo read media reports ebi gwa se obi o team ni mo opesi o ni bi edi eso me nya sure say Christopher Damanya will do that but Ghana we no the better was say Christopher Damanya tip to as the Kotoko seat be vacated Kotoko seat ye twam
enti ususu se binum abopo se nka na ya umfree ona amomeso dwumadi anim de o kan kosi ano no
kwabra de mi kan kosi ano no
na de no mbeye sa
oh sa Kotoko ni Nyankopon adum no otufo nhira odi sra brantie no any board no so omo na omo ye omukuta adwen papa no
they be wo board ni mo
oh say nipa there amongst the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ there was a doubter and there was a thief enti there nipa no nyo nya tenyi adwen nya pe
apostle inti board no so no ye wo bi mo a omo mpese
ye obi o mpa boy na sem
o Kotoko board ne so
onye nipa enti kwa na tell say why na na adwen wa adwen pa ene ka oda men tupu
me crowd here say nya me de me
enti uye nipa ene onu so ye nipa nti ye de ka ho no yaka
wow
momwa na mayen kele Nana Amponsah hwe ba bi Alhaji Guza ye football akodu Alhaji Guza wa ye pani ye na ye de Alhaji Guza ho ye ho adan ye mpesi e be grum ke be ka say in the next 30 years keta ye football adu ha in the next 40 years Nana Amponsah wa ye adu na ye pesi ye titim also say bring back the love. Must the love turn into hate? Hate destroys. Love binds us together. Timesre. Where are Chopa? They make a check Kotoko supporters in they should become more focused, more resolute, more determined. They must support the team. If the coach is doing something they don't like, they have the heart to say it and talk to is their coach. Nobody has sacked Barreto. Barreto is the coach of Asante Kotoko. It is a supporter na me born in year was me kan ho asem omo ko support to team no omo mompa ma Nana Amponsah enye physical affirmation na me de kasama no but deep within my heart I see that he has something that will help many stars who has not yet been discovered man kwan na onye ni football so tufo nim die mu afeno so no se Nana Amponsah ntena ne ncha Nana Amponsah de ani ahobrasem be do pem so ase fi se the CV aye rich. But me and Phar bibi mbata ho engu nanim ase
ebi mpese omugu nanim ase
ni emu nanim tia ni enka so your man friendly
ebi mu so your man friendly
bisa Asanteman mu ha the 16 regions of Ghana Asanteni wo babia yenye nipa baako
apostle the das bebre ye fancy
mesome das
yenso yaso afutuo ni mebe hwede betumi aya afa ho waka che media na hwe board members a omo
anya ne sa nya board members me ka to cat for my yes no
ntumi to cat for
ye pancho
me freketa
yes no
okay o tie dwumadie no okay apostle ye das bebre
asana apostle be so na me so kra no so men's good okay men's good
o kam ya wana say o pese
o me ya wo ho
me ne fiada
me so me ya wo ho na me dey ask man kan bebre ntina say asem huku men's good buy say hamanfo but it became a perfect excuse for certain people obi oni ska bia we can me de obi ka musical ko men's good obi a the men's good excuse obi kura die castle obi tell the free worker or that question men's good.
No, so also provide documents.
COVID-19 a be perfect excuse for every mistake in this country. Ade bia mpanimfo ntimi nya munya ni yie no, ya that question COVID-19.
To the extent say former advisory committee create me the traditionalists etna so. So hwe sunsumu hwe tournament na kon disease bi nche.
Obi at kroma say. Akoje all African games here be hosti. Ya tra ho no mo COVID-19 bada be. For a failure TNT Stadium no ya de kwashe COVID-19 kache ma dia bag once and fancy COVID-19 every adapt team bia na empanifo ntimi okroma se no COVID-19 has always been the easiest target ya for COVID-19 in fact ababu aga empanifo pa every failure from government and everybody bia no COVID-19 is the excuse can't say omo faili omo ntimi stadium no they should put COVID-19 aside. It's their mistake, their failure, not COVID-19.
Okay. Sir Christian, Yanko Lawson Herbal Center, Apostle Yadasibebre, Open Mo Akwaba.
Yeah, Obi tries. My just meaning.